Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. I feel uncomfortable and sick all of a sudden. I'm going to do a fly on the wall reading. Okay. I seem to be picking up lots of dead flies, so maybe they're sick of waiting. I don't know. We've got the Journey of Love and the Rumi deck. And then I've got my little box of cards here. So we're going to use these. Okay, the deck's in reverse. Okay, these cards don't want to go together. Let me just get some cards out first. I just don't feel like talking. I feel a bit sick. I don't really know how this reading's going to come out. I felt like I was going to look at the cards and not say anything until I've digested the story. I can give that a go, but sometimes I just can't keep my mouth shut. Oh, okay. The first section we're talking about is what's going on at home, and we've got 4 cards for that. And I'm not looking just yet. The next section is work. We've got 2 cards for that section. Let's have a look at money. What kind of work they want to know. Well, it will all come in. Your work is your work. Wherever you are. You're always, not always working, but you're always being. So there's the energy of you being a work in progress here. Okay, so having a traditional job but bringing the spiritual into that environment, like I said, it's you. You are the change agent. Okay, can we have a look at your money, please? 1 card. Love. We'll look at the area of love, sex and romance now. Love, you've got 2 cards. Sex, just the 1. Romance. Feels like romance is absent. Hold on, we've got 2 cards. It's like they come from different parts of the deck. That's what I felt. I was just about to look at the bottom of the deck. Shall we? Well, we've been drawn to. Okay. Romance. And I said that I felt that was absent. And then there was like, this is the card of you're carrying a lot of burdens. Most of them are not yours. So you could kind of delegate them back to their rightful owners, and it feels like you're being drawn back to your not rightful owner, but your rightful, the righteous counterpart. Means you're nearly home, but you've got to let go of some burdens. Let's have a look at your health. There's a bookcase that's being assembled downstairs, if you wonder what the banging was. Health. I've got like a pain running across here, like a stitch. And your connection to spirit. Oh, okay, one's that one as well. 2 cards that were stuck together, and then let's add that one to the equation. It feels like the absence of romance has something to do with that, because the energy of love, sex and romance blended will form genius status. Bottom of the deck. Okay, the 9 of Cups, so the Divine Masculine. This card indicates that the Divine Masculine is in a position, the same position as the Divine Feminine. They're free to do really what they want. Okay, to make their own choices and decisions. So it's an independent masculine. It looks like he's feeling not smug with himself, but fulfilled. It's like he's sitting in the locker room. Okay. I'm going to go to the journey of love now. I felt like pulling one of these cards before actually reading the cards when I chose them. I was just going to get a roomy deck. Right, let's have a look and see where the Nine of Cups, this Divine Masculine here. I was going to say let's see where he is on the journey of love, but he's here. So let's find out more. Shifting universes. We had this card. Maybe the last time I used this deck. I spy with my little eyes something beginning with this masculine here. Because there's so many signs and synchronizations, I felt the energy of things closing in on him. He has got his arms folded, which could kind of be the energy of still being a bit closed off. It's like he wants more signs, more evidence. Okay. Evidental. It was like it was quite an evidental, if that's a word, reading yesterday. How it all synced up. So we're going to go again. Okay, we'll go again. Just to see if the signs are correct. Yes. Very interesting. The colour of this card is the colour of the Nine of Cups now. We've got the Cheshire Cat. That will come in with this energy. Haven't seen this cup for a while. It's on the colour that I said that I really liked yesterday. Willow tree. Anyway, let's have a look. I was going to go shopping, food shopping. I decided to do this reading first. So it was a toss-up. Between you and shopping. Grocery shopping. Can you see how the colours, the blue and the, should we say it's golden? Let's call it golden. Your eyes are golden. Card number 7. You are blessed with an opportunity to change gears, to change your life, to jump on the fast train. You are invited to fling yourself off the repetitive treadmill way of life and into a dance through nature, to be utterly confused and delighted, to accept the way of divine trust even with its chaos, the instability that precedes all genuine creativity. So here it is, your get out of free jail card. It's get out of jail free. Get out of free jail. Get out of free. So here it is, your get out of jail free card. Your opportunity to make a mess and find what you didn't know you were looking for. You are being nudged. That's interesting because I felt the energy of you're free to do whatever you want. You can go and make a mess. It's like there's kind of no one to explain yourself to when you're independent. You just have to take responsibility and be liable for your own actions. You are being nudged, and if you wish, let yourself go down that strange path, opening up before you, without knowing what it is, even as you take your next step. Your universe is shifting and stranger, more beautiful worlds beckon. Why not go where you haven't been before? You'll find yourself there and realise you are more than what you once thought you were. This oracle has a message for you. If you are thinking of changing location, jobs, houses or attitudes, trying something new, especially if it is unusual for you, then the universe is supporting you. Now is the time to accept what you didn't expect. Okay, so it's kind of covering, well, it's mentioning the areas that we're covering. This oracle has a message for you if you are thinking of changing location, jobs, houses or attitudes. And we've got the home here. We've got the work, which kind of, there's a bit of a questioning going on with the, you know, what's going on with your work. Let's talk about your work. and your attitude. So I felt that was maybe with the romance section here. Your attitude towards romance. Okay. The dream. The taste and touch of you within. Thoughts linger on a sweet caress. You come to me, no sounds distract. The night's embrace of innocence. The artist's brush across my lips. The palette rich in colours deep. To flow with feelings now renewed and blend as one in breath and hue. Entwined our bodies bathe in love and weep with longing's slow release. Emotion, song and soft refrain awakens dreams that never cease. Let's have a look at these cards. Okay, what's going on at home? We'll take it one step at a time. Things are happening quickly. So this is the sign of signs and synchronizations. There's no people in the picture. You can see a home though. So it's getting closer to home. Well, I felt that energy with the Ten of Wands, but this is the Eight of Wands. So interesting. No people in the picture, so this masculine could be at home alone. You just can't see him. Okay. Energy of the Divine Feminine celebrating. So you might not be able to see him because he's at home celebrating you. Celebrate good times, come on. So it's like he's locked himself away from the world. Okay, he might be locked away until like pumpkin season. Okay, and then there's a coming together. Now, this represents the home card, but it's home and community. So there's definitely the energy of you carry on. It was like, don't change who you are and what you carry with you, your aura. There's the energy of being excited here because in the autumn time, there's a coming together here. It's like one of you will be visiting the other one's home. But one of you is apprehensive about that. So one's really excited and the other one's apprehensive. Let's find out some more. Okay, the world. Interesting, because I felt a karmic energy with this character. She's looking down on this. It's like she's been isolated. She's got two wands. I just felt a karmic energy here. That could be why one of them is feeling apprehensive because of this figure. But I feel that the divine, this figure is under divine segregation. It said that you had a get out of jail free card. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. So there's the energy of you. One of you feeling ashamed. Or being made to feel ashamed. Okay. This karmic energy here can't control. It's like new worlds beckon you. Okay, I said that I felt like he was sitting like in a locker room. He's on the bench. When I was beckon, but Beckham come through, it was like bend it like Beckham. Right, that was okay, taking one step at a time and deal with this rather than being fearful of this. Seeing as this character can't control this new era that beckons, because she is being watched and she can't do no damage. There's something about the stare. So if you kind of, it's a Medusa energy. It's like she'll turn you to stone with her stare. Okay. That character will be kept away from this this beautiful connection of the Four of Wands. Nothing's going to stop it now. Okay, work. What's going on at work? You want me to find out more about that? Okay, I'll tell you more about that. Whole again. That's the death of a situation. The energy here of the World card, if you have a look, it's more angelic up here, which is keeping an eye. So there's no, I don't know, there's no escape. And then here it kind of leaves Taurus and Leo to it was like the world is your oyster, but it was more of a freedom to be able to roam free. It's like you're free to go. You're not in a cage anymore. Let's have a look at this. These are the Channel of Love cards that are mine. Mr. Casanova. So it actually feels like, is it the masculine energy here that's really excited and the divine feminine energy is apprehensive, a bit cautious, having to face, I feel maybe the masculine's world. Okay, Mr. Casanova. We're going to go to that section next, Mr. Entrepreneur. Nothing's going to stop the masculine side of this. Live in the down. Okay, so the Hermit energy. I feel like all of a sudden his life comes to life. He's been quiet. It's just a sudden change, although it's not immediate, but still it's still sudden if we're looking at October time. Okay, we'll have a look at your work. He's feeling happy with himself regarding his work. Okay, so I feel the energy doesn't want to change that. Okay, the Chariot, interesting. Because that is the energy of change, of being nudged in a direction if you wish to go down it. If you feel drawn to go down a certain if you feel you're drawn to go down a certain direction. Okay. I feel you might be drawing. Oh, you might be automatic writing. Okay, that will help very much with Mr. Entrepreneur here. And also Mr. Casanova, because that's the Knight of Wands. So that's having passion behind your purpose. Okay, so maybe feeling as if you don't... Well, only you know if you're being pushed in a different direction and whether you should change careers. The card did say you may be thinking about changing careers. Let's look at the other card. Is it producing the money? Well, the fact is, I feel this could be this karmic energy here. So the energy of the money being segregated from her as well. So is your money protected from this karmic energy? Will she be able to get her hands on what you rightfully earned? Not necessarily by grafting, but definitely by your space of being of a good person, very giving. So it's time for you to receive. Okay, I'm now talking to the Divine Masculine. So it's time for you to receive what's rightfully yours. This feminine will not be getting more than what she deserves. So let's find out a bit more, because I'm hang fire. That's what wants to come through. Carry on doing what you love doing. As long as you love doing it, and it's for the good, then continue. Okay. Again, with the Chariot energy here, or the signs, synchronizations. But you could be uprooted at any time. When you're working your work, you just have to be flexible and detached to everything and everyone, because when it's time to move on for your next purpose, for your incarnation, then off you go, whether that will be a new area to live in, a new relationship to be in, a new job, just wherever your presence is needed. The clean slate. So when I said here that you could be visiting, you will be visiting, are you visiting each other's homes? This is for the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So it's kind of like you don't have to stay in location if you feel drawn for a clean slate. Okay, right, let's have, this is work. This is work. It's like, can you relocate? Rather than looking at the problems, it's about being solution orientated. There's always a solution. Divine intervention. So maybe the divine is intervening. If there's somewhere else you could be where it's like your worth will be noticed and recognised and rewarded, which I want to say on the whole, just look at it, is very fulfilling. And this is the energy of feeling fulfilled. Smug with oneself, but it's like the ego's in check. This is when you know your own worth. Okay. Shall we have a look at the money? So divine intervention, the Tower. Let's have a look at the money situation. Follow your passion. That's all you have to do. And the money will come. You have to be doing something that you're passionate about. You have to be in situations that you want to be in, that you choose and acknowledge to be in. And if they make you feel on fire, passionate, then that's the path you should be following. Follow your passion. There's no money in this picture. But it takes a brave soul to follow their passion. Okay. And that's what you're to focus on. Rather than focusing on money, focus on your passion. What brings you passion? Serving brings me passion. I'm passionate for serving. Okay. Let's have a look at the... I'm trying to go more deeper into what I mean where I'm passionate for serving. So I like to go the extra mile. I like to be the best at being me. That was a mantra I used for years, was today I'm going to be the best at being me. Friendly, courteous. Ooh. So many cards come to the floor. In all areas of your life, you can't be a fake. You can't be courteous and friendly and all smiley out like in the public, the mask that you wear to show others and then go home and like you're miserable. I was going to call you like one of the most offensive swear words ever. You go home and you're miserable. That's not authentic, is it? No. It's like, who are you? And have a look at your environment. Are they encouraging you to be that loving soul that you are, or do they bring you down? I feel like anyone that brings you down or wants to bring you down is being segregated from your life. You might feel lonely for a portion of time because misery likes company. So if you're used to going home and being miserable, well, what happens when you go home and you're happy? Because that's who you are. You are joy at the core. That's what we all are, joy. Right, I've got all these cards that went to the floor for this passionate passion. Mr. Sensitive. Ow. Mr. Romantic. I looked down to the romantic card and it hurt my elbow. Elbow? Yeah, elbow. Elbow. Elmo. Okay, Elmo wants his blanket. Mr. Romantic. So Mr. Sensitive, I look down to the romantic section and we've got Mr. Romantic. Okay. So how do you express this? Well, love knows how to express itself. You just have to, get out of the way. The ego turns to God. Just let love be. Love is kind and just it flows beautifully. Mr. Loverman. Shabba. Okay. Champion lover, don't ease up tonight. It's about learning to be in the flow continuously in love. But there's lots of areas that we can draw the feeling of love from. So, okay. We can draw it from our children, our work colleagues, our behaviour, our own behaviour. We can draw love. You know when you're proud of who you are. So, okay, Mr. Loverman. That's what you got to work on. Being in this state of being. And notice when you dip. And then take your attention away from whatever's making you dip. Like your focus. Don't focus on that. Don't focus on anything that you don't want in your life. And then change your point of focus to what you are passionate about and what you do want to feel. Should we just say that? It's all about feelings. Feelings. Perfect. No. Okay, I was going to say none of us are perfect. And we're always a work in progress. It'd be boring if there was nowhere else to evolve to. Little Miss Needy. Okay. Interesting. Little Miss Needy. So feeling the karmic energy there. You need you. It's until you've given yourself due praise and attention, you understand that that's the biggest lesson, mission, is to drop our neediness because our needs are provided for. So it's kind of like the energy of this feminine here. Well, if she's needy, well, she needs you in her life. She doesn't need you. There's a difference to desiring to be in someone's life and needing someone. Okay, and that's for you to work out. But she needs you for the money. Well, she's not going to get it. There you go. So if it's because you feel like because she needs you financially to be around divine masculine, well, you're just going to have a block on your abundance. You're just blocking, because the divine's not going to give you money if you're going to give it to her. So that might be if you're suffering a bit of a block. That would be because the distribution is out of whack. Okay. You're not putting your own needs first. Right, we spoke about that. I swear I could hear someone scratching at the door then. Taken to the cat energy, and Jasper was doing exactly that, but to the bathroom door. I think it's 2 days ago. Okay, let's have a look at love. Focus on the money. This is the energy of, because the perfect energy came out, this is the energy of, well, once I'm sorted financially, then I can focus on love. If you swap that around and you focused on love and stop focusing on finances, then the finances will be sorted out, because the energy of love, being in that energy, is far more powerful than you asserting yourself to force money to appear, like a begging energy. So swap it around, get into the energy of love, and all else will be sorted out in correct order at the appropriate time. But if you're dependent upon money to buy happiness, to buy your happiness, because that's what makes you happy, is that when you've got money, because then you're able to provide, That's a lot of pressure on one's shoulders, isn't it? As we saw with the Ten of Wands. Let's have a look, because we had another card here for love. Focus on your passion. Do the exchange. Follow your passion. Look, your flame's a bit droopy. It's like he's going to knock him out of the way. Loan sharks were coming to mind. Yes, but I owe money, or I'll have the sharks after me. And it's like, who told you that? Have you tested that theory? It's like, have you actually tested the theory of swapping it for love and see whether all this is... So you want to know what the consequences are for choosing love over work and providing and money? Or what are the consequences of choosing money over love? There's only one way to find out. Well, there's two ways to find out, isn't there? Female compassion. 11-11 here. So noticing the sign and the compassionate energy coming through. So you really need to tap into your feminine side and love. Love, care, respect. Be compassionate with yourself first. Feminine compassion. And if anybody calls you selfish, well, I'm feeling the energy of, well, are they not selfish for asking such demands upon you? Who is the selfish one here? Okay, we're getting another card. I can do this. Number 7. So that takes me to the shifting universe card. Number 7. It says you have an opportunity to, to jump on the fast train. To fling yourself off of the repetitive treadmill way of life. Right, okay, let's go to sex. Well, that's what you want. I was going to say that's what he wants. Everything's in order. The 8 of Cups. Then you enter the void, the Hermit energy. Let's say that to find yourself. Well, the bottom of the deck here is, I can see that as another card. It's nice energy, Temperance. Balancing out the masculine, feminine energy within. Then you can walk up the path. Oh, there's the path. Smell the flowers if you wish. Walk up the path to claim your crown. So we're on the edge of summer. There you go. We're on the edge of summer, and things are being balanced out with the masculine, feminine energy. A 2 of Cups here is being blended by this magnificent angel, guardian angel, who has such strong wings. So coming with the 11-11 card, the feminine compassion. Okay. So we have the 8 of Cups here, and this was sex. Walking towards actually being independent so that he can go after what he desires. Doesn't feel like there's many cards left in this deck. Mrs. Mystic. So, following the signs, being drawn towards the divine feminine's energy because it's so mystical, magical. Queen of Wands. Romance. I feel like we've got to hurry the reading along now. Romance. Karmic energy. Okay, so this masculine here is calling for help. Judgment is on the scene. I've picked it up with what's going on at home. Someone may be embarrassed, be shown up in public maybe. But earlier on last week, the energy came through that the divine feminine doesn't really care what people say about her, talk about her. Okay. So it does feel like this angel here has been called in, but first, romance. There is no romance. It's kind of dead. We're blowing the trumpet on someone. But this masculine still feels like he has to protect this. So he could be embarrassed with what's unearthed. Okay. So I feel the energy of he needs help to clear this first before he can bring this feminine into his world. Romance. Let's get a Channel of Love card. Tradition. Okay, so I feel what's commonly tradition, protecting a family unit, protecting your loved ones. But I feel this masculine could be overprotecting, stumping his own growth. But it's the traditional thing. There may be no romance, but there was a commitment. Let's have a look at the health of this masculine. Okay. I'm going to be honest, but this is the Divine Feminine's energy. I don't feel as if he's going to be feeling full health until really he gets home sweet home. When he actually gets to the Divine Feminine. Okay. Health of the situation. I feel that there's actually a block, maybe, connecting with the Divine Feminine's thoughts at the moment. She holds a Taurus, so she has the secrets. And she's I feel that she's very aware of what's going on. So I feel that that's a burden you can let go of. Divine Masculine, it's like the Divine Feminine knows the secrets. Like, she is feminine compassion. She comes with passion. And just a very compassionate energy. So there's no need to fear the Divine Feminine here. Let's get a... that's going to make you... Or it could be making you sick because you're worrying about the... the consequences of living a certain way. But your life is changing here. It's going to be a beautiful life. In a beautiful world that you've recreated. Okay, let's have a look at this. The awakening of the student. You'll learn along the way. Who will teach you the tricks of the trade? Well, the Divine Feminine. But she's patient and compassionate. But she is inspiring and full of passionate desire to proceed. So let's have a look at your connection with Spirit, and there's 3 cards here. There's the Hangman energy here, so it's like she's not going anywhere. She never has gone anywhere. Let's look at your connection with Spirit. Okay. Feeling your worth. That's what Spirit wants for you. But you have to feel it for yourself. The Divine Feminine sees your worth, otherwise she wouldn't be hanging around your energy. Do you believe? Do you see your own worth? Okay. Let's say that that's the legacy, the Ace of Pentacles. It's right there in your hands, but you're still kind of screwing your face up, so still need to make you into a fully fledged believer. Then you'll be unstoppable. Okay, decision time. Lots of things getting in the way. Your worth, your riches. You've got the dragon, got the tower, got a snake up the top there. As soon as you unveil the Divine Feminine, this one looks like she's going to attack. This could be the actual masculine's energy here. It's like his mouth is muffled, but it's best not to say anything. Interesting, because then I felt the dragon then was affecting your success. And we have like jewels in the way, money, but it's like that just creates more towers. You're just feeding. You're feeding the dragon. Okay. So your connection with spirit. Do you take this opportunity? And I feel that what you need to do is unveil the truth. I felt the energy of your life changing very quickly. And I feel the energy you're going to shock the world. Whether the world being this feminine, this karmic energy, it's going to knock her for 6. Okay, knock her for love. Looking at the poster that says Stranger Things, and it's just all flames, fires coming up. Let's have a look at the Channel of Love cards. How long have we been on for? 40 minutes, 44 seconds. Okay. The Channel of Love cards for your connection with spirits. There's a change of direction. Underneath it says a change in direction. I don't know if you can see that. So when I've done it in pencil. Mr. Dependable, the King of Pentacles here. Well, the legacy's there for you. King of Pentacles is who will be in charge of it. It's about being in charge of your own life. And make sure you are actually in charge of it and you're fully charged up. There's the reading. Shall we finish with a rumor message? Okay. Ed Sheeran sang a song called Shiver, or Shivers, Shiver. That song, I just keep singing it, humming it, that song anyway. Card number 15. Divine Mother manifests. Look at this beautiful picture. Said about knocking her for 6. Felt this energy here is you, Divine Feminine. Have a look at the card, then I'll pop it down because I feel it could be distracting. Let's listen to the message and how it comes in with all that's already been said. Oh, you living in the world of 6 directions, accept the gloom and accept the bliss, for those seeds buried in the ground will one day grow into fruitful orchards. Rumi. We share her, this Divine Mother, you and I. We are her precious children. We are born through her love, and she shares in our losses and our gains, our tragedies and our triumphs. Her hair forms the galaxies. Her thoughts become the stars. The sun is her own warmth, and her breath is felt upon this earth, causing the roar of the ocean waves. Her voice is heard in the call of the whales and the trill of the birds. She is all, nurturing life into existence. She is in my reaching for you, and she is in your acceptance of my divine hand. She is all, this great lady. Nothing lies outside of her sphere of influence and power, compassion and grace. That includes you and your dreams, great and small, my angel of love. This oracle comes to you via the sacred grace and mercy of the Divine Mother, who is the great manifesting expression of divinity. All that is created, all that is made manifest, without exception, flows from her being, and this is why it is safe to trust in life, even, and in brackets most especially, the inexplicable mystery and even the darkness that may give rise to fear and judgment within us. It is all part of her unfathomable workings. So we pray for light, we pray for love, we honour and live our lives with its mysteries with as much integrity as we can muster. But beyond that, it is best to participate in this life with much less certainty than the mind would have us believe necessary for inner peace. Inner peace doesn't come with understanding, it comes with trusting. Can we understand a star or a galaxy? Perhaps not, yet we choose to trust in its beauty and beingness, and from it derive great energy, hope, and inspiration. The ways of the Divine Mother are not to be judged by our limited standards, rather than can be witnessed, experienced, and received. What a relief to not need to understand. What a relief to simply live with trust and know that everything will work its way out. Okay. Through those wise ways of the Divine Mother, there is a gift headed to you now. Will you receive it? That gift is one of manifestation, something you have been working towards, growing into, loving and dreaming for, perhaps for a very long time, is finally coming to fruition. Perhaps you have caught a sniff of the aromas from the Divine Kitchen and know the meal is nearly ready and it smells delicious. Or perhaps you have already been a curious and naughty angel. You've poked your head through a door to the Divine Dining Room, only to be captivated by the candlelight dancing in reflection upon gleaming silverware, and the subtle sounds of crystal goblets and finest china being laid down upon an exquisite dining table. I'd say he's been a naughty angel. I'll repeat it. Perhaps you have caught a sniff of the aromas from the Divine Kitchen and know the meal is nearly ready and it smells delicious. Or perhaps you have already been a curious and naughty angel. You've poked your head through a door to the Divine Dining Room, only to be captivated by the candlelight dancing in reflection upon gleaming silverware and the subtle sounds of crystal goblets and finest china being laid down upon an exquisite dining table. Look, he's onto the table. I felt the energy was here, so okay. Or maybe, dearest one, you have absolutely no clue what is about to happen. With your thoughts and attention so often turned to the past or future, you have yet to realise what is coming to life for you in this moment. Perhaps you will not gain any advance notice. You will instead run smack into the middle of a dinner party hosted in your honour, and perhaps even feel unprepared, wondering if this morning's yoga attire is suitable for such a grand occasion. You are being asked to receive this gift completely and utterly. Whether you feel sufficiently worthy or not, and in brackets it says, or appropriately and readily attired, it is time. And the bestowal of this gift is as it should be. Whether it seems to be in the best form, or how it should be according to your opinion, or the opinions of others, it is as the Divine Mother has accorded it to be. Recorded it, has accorded it to be. She has her wild ways, of course, and oftentimes her workings in the world are, to put it mildly, downright unfathomable. Yet, somehow all things, all creations, all of life, her every working, serve love. You are one of her creations, and so is the imminent manifestation of your own heart truths. Live it, love it, receive it completely. It is yours and meant to be so. This oracle comes with additional guidance for you. No matter whether or not things appear to be working out, they are. And you are held in the loving protection of the Divine Mother to keep you from straying from your highest path and divine destiny. There is work here for you to do upon this planet in your own unique way. It is the work of the Divine Mother, the work of love. So then allow her to care for you, even if you wonder what the heavenly minx is up to at times. So then allow her to care for you, even if you wonder what the heavenly minx is up to at times. Shall we end with this sacred honouring ritual? Place your left hand with palm facing upwards in front of you, reaching out as if to receive. Say aloud, Divine Mother, through your gracious compassion and bounty, I humbly bow. Bow your head to your hand for a moment, or if you wish, kneel and kiss the floor. In this action, allow yourself to truly surrender into the workings of love. Just intend to surrender, and it shall be. Then arise and place your left hand out again with palm facing up and arm extended slightly as if to receive, and say aloud, I willingly accept the bestowal of grace now manifesting into form as a heartfelt wish delivered to me through the Divine Mother's genius and generosity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have finished your sacred honouring ritual. Page number 76. You are welcome. I will catch up with you guys soon. 52 minutes, 17 seconds. Okay, until then, take care. Much love. Bye for now.